Hi, this is Brandon from Watches on You. Today we're going to be comparing the pre-ceramic Submariner Date reference 16610 with the newer ceramic Submariner Date 116610. First, I'd like to remind you that we're here at JB Hudson Jewelers in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where this is on sale. So the ceramic Submariner Date is on sale pre-owned for $10,900. They do have a 16610 for sale currently, but the one in the video, so this one, is actually my personal one. So obviously that is not for sale unless you'll give me $20,000. So moving into the comparison of these watches. So as I said, we're comparing both the pre-ceramic and then the ceramic Submariners, and they actually share a lot in similarity. I'll share a lot in common, I should say, with each other. So both this 16610 and this 116610 have the 3135 movement, 3135 caliber movement, I should say. But the movement in the ceramic Submariner Date has the parachrome hairspring, so it's a little bit more durable as a hairspring. It can handle higher pressures, as they say on their website. But overall, they have the same power reserve of 48 hours, which is fantastic. Again, anything above 48 hours is good by my standards. So it is theorized that they may include a new movement in a Submariner sometime soon, which would have a higher power reserve of around 70 hours or something like that. So kind of stay tuned for that, as we might see a new watch. Now, what I think would be really cool is if they had that larger power reserve, new movement, but then had a red Submariner symbol on the dial. I think that'd be cool with the advent of the new Sea Dweller. I think it'd make a really cool kind of lineup for Rolex, and hopefully they do that at Baselworld or something like that. So I'm very much looking forward to see where they go with this model in the future. So getting back to these watches, as I said, the movements are fairly similar, almost the same. And then the case dimensions are actually the same, meaning the diameters are both 40 millimeters. The lugs, as you can see on the ceramic sub, are much, much thicker. Overall, it's a much beefier watch. The thickness of the watch itself, it feels much thicker, it wears much bigger. And then the overall quality of the finishing on the case is very different between these models. So on the pre-ceramic Submariner, there's both brushed and polished surfaces, but the quality is a lot worse than it is on the newer model, which is just absolutely fantastic. I have no complaints. I would say it's almost Grand Seiko quality. And I know I might get some heat from that. That is not I'm not trying to detract from the quality of Grand Seiko. I'm trying to add to the quality of the Rolex, if you know what I mean. And we reviewed several Grand Seikos, so to me, they look approximately the same. Now, overall, and then getting into the construction, the newer ceramic sub is a lot nicer, meaning the bracelet feels a lot heavier. The clasp itself is not of this pressed metal variety you get on the 16610. It's this beautiful, thick, just machine metal. It might be molded. I don't know if it's machined, but it is, just fantastic. And then even the quality of the how you adjust the bracelets. It's got this nice glide lock clasp here. It's very, very customizable and continuously customizable. Whereas on the 16610, you have to use a spring bar tool to adjust the bracelet, and then also the diver's extension is kind of weird. You have to press, and it took me like a day to figure this out after I bought the watch. You have to press in front of where the diver's extension connects to the rest of the clasp. You press in, and then it just kind of comes out like this. But still, it's this like pressed metal variety. It's kind of cheap. So there's definitely a huge quality difference, which can actually be seen also in the bezel of the watch. See, dang it, I just put in the diver's extension incorrectly. So I'll demonstrate that right now. So on the 16610, it doesn't feel bad, and this is a very nice example of a 16610. It locks fairly nicely. The sound is kind of nice. I'll get it exactly aligned because it bothers me if it's not. All right. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And then moving on to the ceramic sub, it's a much louder sound. And that's due to the fact that the things that actually initiate the clicks there's 4 of them on the ceramic sub, and there's only 1 on the pre-ceramic sub. It's a lot louder. The lockup is much better. And again, you get that beautiful ceramic insert, which prevents scratches. Now, I don't have too many scratches on my bezel, so that hasn't really affected me, but I got a really nice example of a 16610. On others, I've seen differences. But again, there's basically no scratches on this. Now, some people say with the ceramic insert, it could chip or something like that. I personally have never heard of that happening to anyone, so I wouldn't be concerned of that unless you live a pretty rambunctious lifestyle. But overall, if you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, and share. I just wanted to compare these 2 watches as I haven't seen anything recent on YouTube comparing them, and it is often people are often deciding between these watches. So obviously you get a more classic design, in my opinion, with the 16610. Additionally, you get, it's obviously way cheaper. It's you're going to probably get one like this for around $8 or something like that. I got a bit of a deal. And then the Submariner Date, again, the retail is it's around $8,500, but on the pre-owned market, they're going for around 10s, maybe even 11s. So this watch, again, is $10,900 here at JB Hudson. So, and it is a particularly good example, I should say. So, again, you're paying way more for this, but you do get much better quality with the ceramic sub. So if you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, and share. And if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. Otherwise, you're not going to be notified of our new videos. Thanks for watching.